Therapyider Assistant. This program is transferable to university, and if you get the degree in therapeutic recreation, your salary can definitely increase beyond just $25.89 per hour. So it's a good start for sure. Okay, next up we have medical device reprocessing technician. You might also hear this be called like a surgical reprocessor or a sterile processing technician. These are individuals that are typically working in hospitals, and they're responsible for all of the sterilization and infection control of medical equipment. So they are experts in regards to infection control. And they're gonna collect the equipment, the used equipment, disassemble it, disinfect it, totally get it prepared so that it can be used again and is clean and safe to be used again as well. It's in high demand in Alberta, and the average salary for a medical device reprocessing technician is about $20.51 to $25.89 per hour if you're working with Alberta Health Services. This program is what's called a hybrid delivery. So it takes 7 months to complete. There's some online components, and there's also classes in the evenings and weekends. And there is a 400-hour practicum, so lots of hands-on experience in the field. Okay, next up we have our pharmacy technician program. This is a 2-year diploma. Pharmacy technician is a regulated profession in Alberta, so you do have to have a pharmacy technician program, and you do have to write a licensing exam in order to practice. These individuals work under the direction of pharmacists, either in community pharmacies like Shoppers Drug Mart or Rexall, or in hospital pharmacies. And so they're going to be responsible for all of the technical aspects of fulfilling prescriptions. Lower demand for this field, not as many jobs, but if you can get a pharmacy technician position, you can obviously make quite a good salary, especially if you're working in a hospital. That's where you're going to see the higher pay. If you're working in a community pharmacy, that's where you might see a little bit of a lower pay. And pharmacy technician has 320 hours of practicum experience where you'll get that hands-on experience and training. Okay, next up is practical nurse. This is NorQuest's most popular program. NorQuest is the only school in Edmonton that offers a practical nurse program. It's a 2-year diploma. It is university transferable, so if you want to continue on to become a registered nurse after that, there's options available for that. And practical nurses work in a variety of different settings, so acute care, continuing care, long-term care, community and primary health clinics. They can work in education, public health, lots of different opportunities. This program does have an above average employment outlook and in high demand. I know our practical nurse graduates have a lot of success in the workforce. And it's quite a good salary for only a 2-year program, starting at $26 if you work with Alberta Health Services and going up to $34 an hour. This program you can do online or in person, and there's 680 hours of clinical placement available. So lots of hands-on clinical experience. Okay, so then I'm just going to switch over and tell you about 2 programs that are in the health field, but they're also a little bit of business. So if you're interested in working in a medical environment, but you're not as interested in that kind of hands-on patient care, you might be more interested in something like hospital unit clerk. So these are the individuals that work typically at nursing stations in hospitals or different, medical settings, and they are responsible for all of the administrative tasks and flow of that unit. So they might handle all of the visitors, they might handle the checking in and the discharge of patients, they might be processing medical orders, they may be referring patients on that unit to other areas of the hospital. So it's a lot of administrative work, but you need to also have that medical knowledge of processes and terminology. Unit clerks have a lot of success. Graduates I know are very successful finding work. Again, above average employment outlook, and it's in high demand in Alberta. You can go up to $31.74 per hour as a hospital unit clerk, and starting in the early 20s when you first begin. This program is only 4 months if you do it full time. You can do it in person or online, and it does incorporate 150 hours of practicum as well. And finally, medical office assistant. So medical office assistant is similar to hospital unit clerk, but they are different. So unit clerks have a higher level of certification, and they're eligible for higher level positions with Alberta Health Services. Medical office assistants is a little bit of a lower certification. They're not eligible for as high positions as hospital unit clerks, but a lot of their responsibilities are the same. So typically medical office assistants, you're going to find more so working in medical clinics as opposed to hospital environments. And they're going to be doing a lot of billing for patients, a lot of booking appointments, managing patients' records and charts, and providing good customer service to their patients as well. And the average salary there, again, pulled from Alberta or Alice, the Alice website. And that could really range depending on where you're employed. And if you're with a private clinic, it could be completely different, but that's the average range. And this program is only 3 months if done full-time. It includes 150 hours of practicum experience as well, and can be done online or in person. Okay, so that was it about the programs that I wanted to tell you all about. Just quickly, I wanted to run over admissions. So if there is anything you're interested in, please connect with me. I'll give you my information. We can chat more about it, see if you're eligible, discuss the program a little bit in further detail. But if you decide that you want to apply to one of our programs, all applications get submitted online through the Apply Alberta website. That's a government website. And it costs $95 to apply if you're a Canadian citizen or permanent resident. If you're an international student, it's a $150 application fee. And finally, I just wanted to let you know when applications are available. So we always open our applications for programs 11 months in advance of the program actually starting. So a lot of programs are full already for September, but I know our online practical nurse, our online therapeutic recreation, they have seats available for September. Healthcare aide, hospital unit clerk, medical office assistant, they have seats for September in the in-person or online capacity. So there's still some possibilities for September if you're hoping to start sooner rather than later. That is it officially of what I wanted to share with you guys. I think at this time, Elena, if we want to open it up to some questions, I would be